Hello ladies and gentlemen, Grim here, and I've had a terrible experience with Injustice 2 Mobile yesterday, okay? I had a lot of connectivity problems, I had a lot of damage unregistered problems, and I kinda had to find ways to work around them, and I'm going to, in this video, share with you how you can solve your failing to connect to network problems with Injustice 2 Mobile, and how you can solve the damage unregistered bug. Yet again, I don't guarantee those are 100% fixes, but it's stuff that helped me and it's stuff that helped other people. So that being said, you will see in the background footage of some of those bugs happening to me. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let's get into it. So first of all, we got the network problems, the connectivity problems, the fail to connect to the server problems. This is going to be pretty much your game unable to connect to the server game, and this can be caused by three things. First of all, it might be your internet. Let's be honest here. If you got crappy internet, then it might be your internet, but it most likely is not, because you don't need to have problems with your internet for this to happen. This can happen to anybody, and it can be totally unrelated to your internet. But first of all, please make sure your internet is okay. Second thing is going to be the Injustice 2 Mobile servers. When you connect to Injustice 2 Mobile, you are going to connect through a certain server. You're going to connect to the servers that are nearest to you, the servers that are in your area. But the servers in your country might have some problems at that point, or they might have a very low support. So because of that, it might actually be able to connect to another country servers to get better access to the game and to have an overall better time. So how do you do that? You use VPN, because in order to determine which game server it will connect to, and don't worry about it, it's not different servers, not going to, like, it is different servers, but it's not in the sense of not all players are on the same servers. Like, everybody's on the same servers, but there are, let's say, different gateways that you enter the game through. Those are going to be the closest one to your country or the one in your country. So if you have these problems, get a VPN and simply change the country. Try Germany or try America or some country that seems like a country where the, let's say, development is high, or I don't know how to pick them. Like, look, for me, Germany works well, America works well when my Romania server fails. But yeah, maybe something different works for you. Just try some other countries around you for starters and see how it goes. And for this, I use Melon Vpn. You can get it from Play Store or App Store. I have no idea, to be honest. But on Play Store, you can get it from the App Store, not the App Store, the Play Store. And this is what most people actually use to fix this, because this is a problem that's commonly occurring, and some people have to constantly play Injustice 2 Mobile with a VPN on in order to simply avoid this problem. Next up is going to be the but yeah, this is pretty much everything I know. Actually, there's one more thing I almost forgot. If the VPN doesn't work and if the your internet is good, then there's an error with Injustice 2 Mobile that simply happens because you're connected to Wi-Fi. And it happens. It doesn't happen all the time. It's not like you can't ever connect to Wi-Fi in playing Injustice 2 Mobile, but it's something that happens from time to time, and the way you fix it is that you switch to mobile data. And as soon as you switch to mobile data, even though your mobile data is most likely going to be far slower than your Wi-Fi, you're going to have a better time connecting, a better time loading stuff, and even if you don't have, let's say, connecting problems and you manage to connect to a game, but you get huge loading times, like let's say 20 seconds loading time for Arena as I got today, just switch to mobile data and you'll have a better time. But yeah, with that being said, let's switch into the damage unregistered bug, because it seems to kind of surface around lately, but it's more something that's annoying than really damaging, because I'll explain why. Okay, now talking about the unusual gameplay and the damage unregistered, those are bugs that, first of all, made their debut, let's say, in the Apocalypse raids. They are kind of a defensive system that's supposed to act against the God mode users to prevent them from hacking the game, because the game sees that they're doing tons of damage, and the game is going to be like, no, take it easy, damage unregistered for you, you're hacking. But unfortunately, this system backfires a lot to the legit players in some specific scenarios. In Apocalypse raids, we had a much rougher time with this one, because when you got unusual gameplay and damage unregistered, then your whole damage was going to be lost. Right now we got two situations, and it depends on the cause of it. Like, there are two causes for this. First of all is simply dealing too much damage, and second of all, it's random, and it can happen even if you don't deal a lot of damage, but that's not so bad, and we'll talk about that. But first of all, talking about the huge amount of damage, it's most likely going to be beta club related. Like, we know it's going to be beta club related, we know it's going to be new artifact related, so yeah. The only advice that I can give you in CA and Arena is don't use Astro Harness because you might get banned. And when it comes to raising soul rates, if you're getting unusual gameplay, unregistered damage, stuff like that in fights, then just try to survive the entire fight before killing the enemy. Like, let's say you got a huge maxed out Black Manta with a level 10 beta club. That thing is going to slap the crap out of boss Just League Aquaman in less than 30 seconds. But the game doesn't like it, so you'll have to sit there all the way until, let's say, the last 30 seconds and then kill him. So the damage in the mind of the game is a little bit more spread out and you are not just nuking him. Because, like, this anti-cheat engine was most likely not made to consider for Beta Club and how strong Beta Club is. And then there is the other scenario, which you randomly get unusual gameplay and damage unregistered. And as far as Zamora and as far as I have encountered it, it happens in normal rates and soul rates, but your damage still gets registered. What do you mean, Sigval? You said unregistered damage. Yes, but it says unregistered damage, but at the end of the day it registers it. When you play normal rates, just don't worry about it. Your damage will be applied, and you'll see it on the leaderboard, even though it's going to say to you at the end of the match you got damage unregistered. And when it comes to soul rates, if you're going to deal damage to an enemy and you get damage unregistered, you need to restart the game. After you restart the game, you'll see that the damage that you have previously dealt to the enemy was actually dealt to them. Again, if you manage to kill a boss and then you get out of the fight, you get damage unregistered. Granted, it's not because of huge amounts of damage, but it's just random. You just close the application, open it again, and you'll see that boss down plus a reward in your inbox for it. But yeah, this was pretty much all I could say about this topic. I got really annoyed by it today. Yesterday I had some connectivity problems. I missed a whole raid because of it. But yeah, I really hope the advice that I give here helps some of you and helps some of you manage those problems better than I was able to yesterday. And it doesn't frustrate you too much. But yeah, Just Mobile has been working like the past 48 hours like crap. It's been going the past 48 hours like crap. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's just in my area, maybe it's just because of my servers, but I don't know. But yeah, with all that being said, goodbye, and I'll see you all in the next one.